Coming up, a busy day for Turner County deputies. We'll tell you what we know about 2 crashes and 1 driver's arrest.
Plus, it's not your typical kind of racing event. What makes these syrup races so unique? Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Authorities in Turner County were kept busy on Monday with 2 crashes and an arrest. In a post on its Facebook page, the Turner County Sheriff's Office says it started when deputies responded to a traffic complaint north of Chancellor. A deputy found a vehicle in a ditch, but the driver had fled on foot.
Shortly after, they were told of a stolen vehicle near the first crash site. That vehicle later lost control and hit a tree head-on. The driver was partially thrown from the vehicle and received serious, non-life-threatening injuries. The driver was arrested and faces multiple charges. They include DUI, possession of a drug or substance, and grand theft. Crews in southeastern KELOLAND were kept busy over a grass fire over the weekend. Shortly before 9 o'clock Saturday night, crews with the Yankton Fire Department responded to reports of a grass fire northwest of Yankton.
The department tells KELOLAND News that the fire was believed to be caused by a chainsaw while cutting wood. The fire was contained to around 25 acres and some cedar trees. No one was hurt.
Authorities in northwest Iowa are asking for the public's help in finding a missing Inwood man. In a post on its Facebook page, the Lyon County Sheriff's Office says the 64-year-old was last seen in late February and has not returned home.
His last known destination was Minneapolis. The car he was believed to be driving was found abandoned near Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Turning to weather now, southeastern KELOLAND has seen some rain this morning.
Let's see how long it'll fall with meteorologist Scott Munt.
Well, good morning, you two. Good morning, everybody. Looks like we'll see that rainfall throughout much of the day in eastern, southeastern South Dakota. You know, enough to give us at least a ½ inch to a full inch or more in parts of eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. Now, as you take a look at the outline here, the rain will continue tonight. For some of us into tomorrow, maybe some snow mixed in from near Watertown over toward Marshall. Snowfall amounts, if any, will remain very light. And it'll just go mostly dry Thursday, Friday, remaining above average as we go through the weekend. More details on the KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast with Brian Karstens coming up.
Thanks, Scott. We have an update on the case against South Dakota's Attorney General. Jason Ravnsborg faces 3 misdemeanor charges for his driving on the night he hit and killed Joe Beaver.
A status hearing is scheduled for the morning of May 12th, exactly 8 months to the day of the deadly crash. Typically, during a status hearing, a judge will find out how the case is progressing, if there's a plea bargain, or if the case will go to trial. Come Monday, South Dakota lawmakers will consider a style and form veto from Governor Kristi Noem of House Bill 1217, which would prevent transgender girls from participating in school sports.
Yesterday, we talked with lawmakers about that kind of veto.
We're all asked to swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, and the Constitution seems to be pretty clear in this in terms of substantive changes cannot happen through a style and form veto phase. That needs to be done through the legislative process.
Check out this report right here on KELOLAND.com to see what Aaron Healy, Maggie Sutton, Rhonda Milstead, and Troy Heinert have to say. Yesterday, Governor Noem announced that she is forming a new coalition called Defend Title IX Now. Noem says it's separate from House Bill 1217. The governor was joined by several high school athletes who spoke at the podium and 2 former NFL players who joined the event virtually.
Noem says protecting Title IX is an issue in South Dakota because a lot of people are talking about it and are concerned.
And they see the trends that are happening across the country, and that we could, in the near future, have a situation where we are dealing with it on a daily basis in South Dakota. So what I've proposed to the legislature, hopefully they will consider that they will protect women's sports in the K-12 system, and that we'll continue to build this coalition so we can protect them at the collegiate level as well.
The coalition is built on the pillars of only girls should play girls' sports. The federal government is misusing Title IX, and the NCAA and other government bodies should not punish states or schools that protect fairness for women.
The advocacy manager for the ACLU of South Dakota says Noem's coalition is clearly fueled by a fear and misunderstanding of transgender people.
Proponents of this bill are not talking about any of the actual threats to women's sports. You know, they're not talking about equal pay. They're not talking about equal investment. They're not talking about, you know, the sexist ideologies that say that women and girls are weak and, you know, can't compete.
If you would like to hear more from the ACLU, including the real impact of these kinds of policies on those they affect, check out this KELOLAND.com original by Jacob Newton.
While you're online, you can also watch the governor's full news conference.
Syrup racing made its first appearance in a decade at the Sioux Falls Arena on Saturday. Event organizers sprayed the track surface with syrup, allowing motorcycles, quads, go-karts, and even lawnmowers to race.
The event featured more than 150 racers ranging in age from 5 to 65.
It turns into a family event. It's all about the kids. Keep those generations going and going. And mine's coming up in the ranks too, so we're all in it together.
Daniel Gagnon won the vintage motorcycle class. Drivers from 6 different states participated in the event.
And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather it is, and you see today that rain band in the east keeping us indoors, I think, for much of the day here. It looks like Chamberlain, too, getting rain through midday, and even the Huron and Watertown area beginning to saturate a little bit more, picking up some of those showers. Where it's tough to find the rain would be Aberdeen and Pierre. We get to those locations farther north, and these outer bands of precipitation are just having a harder time. I do think Sioux Falls will continue to stream that moisture northward throughout the evening hours. Then the general trend tomorrow morning would be for decreasing rain chances, and we may end up blending some snow in toward the tail end of this overnight tonight in Watertown and Marshall. 30s for lows expected, so don't be shocked at that. I do think, though, whatever does fall in the morning will already be melting pretty quickly as highs rebound there in the 40s. Sioux Falls even could bounce back to 50 for tomorrow. Then after that, it's going to warm up a little bit better. There's your rain chance or rain total projection here. Sioux Falls and Mitchell close to an inch. I think Worthington's probably in that ballpark too. Yankton could come up the winner, and Aberdeen 200s. I mean, not much. It looks like pretty light stuff there. Numbers today for highs, 50 degrees in Rapid City. A couple of shower chances in the far west. We're not really keying in on a lot of organized rain, though, for Rapid City to be too appreciable. Lows tonight into the upper 20s in Rapid. Here on about 32. So, again, any sloppy, wet precipitation here, probably a little mix of rain or snow on the tail end of this. And then for tomorrow, temperatures back into the mid-40s for Brookings and Marshall as we melt a little snow if we end up a bit in the grassy surfaces. 50-degree weather by Friday and Saturday. That 20% chance of rain is still there for Saturday. That system kind of cut off from the Gulf, so not looking at any major amounts of moisture, but we could see an additional chance of a shower in Aberdeen. And I do think also Pierre could have a couple of shower chances Friday, Saturday. Mid-50s, again, not too far off the normals for this time of the year. And Rapid City, too, could see that chance of a shower by Friday. Check out details with our Storm Center update right now at KELOLAND.com.